Hello, everybody. Andrea here with Dentalelle. So let's talk today about what if you're working in a dental office and it's just really, really stressful. You want to quit, you want to look for another job, you don't know what to do. Things are very difficult now with the pandemic for a number of reasons, but you might feel like, well, you just can't lose your job. It's that simple. Things aren't always like they were before, where if you didn't like a job, you could easily apply somewhere else, get another job somewhere else, which was both good and bad. For offices, they kind of felt like they had to do everything they could to keep every employee, otherwise, they would just leave them. And employees felt, oh, well, if I don't like it here, then I can just leave and go somewhere else. So it really depends on your location. Around here, where I live, dental hygienists, there seems to be openings available every day. Offices are looking for dental hygienists, dental assistants. Offices are looking for people to work. But what if you are that dental assistant or dental hygienist where you're in an office that they're just not treating you right and you want to leave, you don't know what to do? So let me tell you, stress is not worth it. I do understand you have to make money, you can't just quit. But what I suggest doing is look for another job. If you're truly unhappy for whatever reason, look for another job somewhere else. The stress simply isn't worth it. I've worked in offices before where it just wasn't a good fit for me. The staff, our personalities just didn't mesh. I couldn't stand it when half the staff was having a coffee break, yet I'd be behind all day long because such staff wouldn't help me. It can go crazy. So I do understand that things can be very, very stressful. Do not stay in a stressful environment. I've been talking to other hygienists that are basically saying they were making a certain amount of money, but now the office has cut down everybody's pay because of the pandemic. They say they need to recoup those costs to pay for PPE and other upgrades that the office has had to do. And dental professionals are accepting it because they need a job. Don't accept it. Definitely don't accept lesser pay. Are you guys working less? Probably not. You're probably having to work more with PPE on, masks on all day long. Patients are in bad moods because it probably took them months to get in because you're so understaffed, underpaid. You get the idea, right? So the stress isn't worth it. There are other office jobs out there. If you're looking for one and you just simply can't find one, maybe there are many job resources out there. So I'd be surprised if you can't find any. But if you can't, what I suggest doing is emailing or even calling offices in your area. Email them your resume and say hello, something to the effect of, I don't know if you're hiring, I'm new to town, or I am looking for part-time hours or full-time hours. I would love to be considered. I have this much experience. I'm willing to work. Please contact me if you have any questions. There's no harm in just sending random emails out to offices with your resume. Don't waste their time and don't not include your resume. Don't not include your resume. Include your resume is what I'm trying to say. Resume and cover letter. A lot of offices are looking, but they just might not have had the time to put a job posting out yet, or they're trying to deal with staff that they have because they just assume that dental hygienists, dental assistants aren't out looking for jobs, so they're not looking. Send off your resume by email. There's no harm in that. I almost want to say don't call them because they probably don't have time to talk to you. And if you call them, you're going to talk to the receptionist who might not know the office is hiring. You just never know, right? So email them, look for another job. You will feel better already looking for another job if you're not happy in your current place of work, and then you can quit. It's ideal to give 2 weeks notice, but you actually don't have to, especially if you're being harassed at work, if the working conditions are not ideal, unless you've signed a contract. But from what I'm told, contracts are very easy to get out of with something like that. If you feel like you're being harassed necessarily, or the working conditions just aren't right. Maybe your office doesn't have the right PPE or enough PPE. Maybe they've told you to accept less pay. So there are many things to consider, okay? But don't take my word for it. Talk to a lawyer if you're not sure if you do have to get out of a contract. Moral of the story is look for another job. Don't stay in an office where you're not happy. Okay, you guys, good luck. Comment if you have questions. Please click like if this did help you, and subscribe because I do upload videos often. Thank you guys. Have a good day.